So we'll look now at the health and safety duties, and there's a number of principles to apply here. So firstly, a person can't transfer their health and safety duties that are outlined in the Act to other people. So for example, here we're looking at PCBU, which is the person conducting a business or undertaking. And that's different from an employer now, because businesses tend to be assumed to be profit commercialised organisations. But what about the not-for-profit organisations, the volunteer groups? There's still going to be potentially unsafe procedures, or even if somebody's volunteering at a local church, they might be lifting a heavy object, and everybody in any activity needs to be needs to have some sort of guidelines. So that's why they've broadened the term from employer, which people would assume is just from a commercial enterprise, to a person conducting a business or undertaking, which is a bit of a mouthful. So how about we just refer to it as the PCBU? Okay, so for example, the PCBU's duty to provide a healthy and safe workplace, can't be transferred to someone else in the company. It can't be transferred to their safety committee or somebody that's a contractor who's an expert in health and safety. That duty always stays with the person conducting a business or undertaking. Managers, of course, can transfer operational duties associated with workplace health and safety, say the site inspections or safety training, to contractors or safety managers within the organisation. So the operational duties can be transferred, but ultimately the person conducting a business or undertaking has to ensure the health and safety of all. So basically they have to ensure that they're going to respond to incidences that have been reported. They have to ensure that they provide the resources that people can be healthy and safe. And a person could have more than one duty under the law. So, for example, providing information and securing a safe workplace. And a person can share duties with others as well. So, for example, a person conducting a business or undertaking could share some of those operational duties with a contractor. And they can share the duty to prevent harm to the third party, such as visitors to a workplace. Now, the PCBUs, persons conducting a business or undertaking, must eliminate risks as far as reasonably practicable. And if it's not reasonably practicable to eliminate the risks, then they have to minimise those risks. And we'll be doing more about hazard identification and hazard control. And we'll also be looking at ALARP, which is a process, it's an acronym, but it also represents a process to determine that type of practicability. So the role of the PCBU, they have a primary duty of care. They must ensure the health and safety of workers engaged or caused to be engaged by the PCBU. They need to ensure the health and safety of workers whose activities in carrying out work are influenced or directed by the person. Ensure the safety of other persons, so they're broadening this to contain anybody associated or within the workplace or operations of the work. And sometimes these are visitors or customers. The PCBU must also provide a work environment without risk to health and safety. So, for example, safe plant, safe systems of work, safe structures, building structures, the safe use, handling, storage and transport of plant, structures and substances, adequate facilities for the welfare of workers, and all necessary information, training, instruction or supervision, as well as monitoring of workers' health and workplace conditions. Elsewhere in the Act, it says that a PCBU must not impose a levy or charge on a worker for anything done or provided in relation to work health and safety. It's the PCBU that ensures health and safety. It's the PCBU that provides the resources for that. Further, if a worker occupies accommodation which is owned, managed or controlled by the PCBU, and that accommodation is necessary for the worker's engagement in the job role, the PCBU must maintain the premises so that there's no risk to health and safety.